What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make probably one of the best creeper farms in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Now, this doesn't work on Java Edition, so if you're on Java Edition and trying to make a nice creeper farm, I don't think this one works, so you should go try to find another one. But anyways, I recently got a comment on my last tutorial, and I asked you guys, what farms would you like me to make? And someone said, a really as efficient as possible creeper farm. Now, this is the best one I know, and it's the best for resources also, but it's also the best one I know. This is actually the one I have in my own survival world, so yeah. So this is the entire farm built, and as you can see, it has 6 spawning layers. Now, I'm going to show you a little cool thing with the texture pack. I'll leave this texture pack in the description, by the way. This is by Foxy No Tail. If you do this thing with the banner and stuff, then you see the spawning spheres. So anything that's in the green sphere is not spawnable. This is with simulation distance 4, by the way. So anything that's in the green sphere is not spawnable, and outside of it, between the green and the red, mobs will spawn from it. So as you can see, if you're AFKing down there, here nothing will spawn. Here's the thing. And then over here, it will spawn all here. You'll just get that little area of green over there. As you can see, that little area of green that won't be spawning, that mobs won't be spawning there. But that really isn't a big deal. And then it goes all the way up here. Now, you guys actually could do one more layer and try to get this little area spawnable too. But I don't know if it's really worth it. But you could if you really want to. Alright, so there's going to be a full materials list down in the description for your convenience if you want to go make this out in your survival world. Alright guys, so I recommend you make this over an ocean because if you make it over land, it'll just not work as well. Okay, so first you want to go to the bottom of an ocean and just go pretty high into the air, and I'll show you when to stop. Alright, so you can stop at about Y level 128. Now, there's not an exact thing where you need to stop, but you need to stop pretty high in the air. Alright guys, so if you have an elytra, you don't need to place these ladders. You can just break everything that's under this top block like that. But if you don't have an elytra, you can just use ladders like this, so then it's easy to get up. Alright, now you just want to make something around it like this, you know, just so you can stand. Okay, then you want to go over here. You want to place 4 over here and make a 4x4 square like this. Okay, then you want to go in the middle of this 4x4 square. You want to place a piston there, a normal piston there again, there, and there. Then you want to take out your redstone torches, place one over there, over here, behind every single of the pistons. Then you want to get your observers out and place one against this redstone torch on every piston. Now what you want to do is throw a trident into this trident killer. This will be the place where all the creepers will fall and get killed by the trident killer. Then you want to take your lever, place one right against that piston. You want to flick it once. As you see, it will stop. Flick it again, and now it will be going around in circles, which will be killing all of the creepers. You can turn that off now because we won't be needing it on for now. Now you want to take your glass or your solid blocks, but here you want to place a glass block here so you can actually see everything that's getting killed. But then you can just cover it all with solid blocks like this, like I'm doing, but you can also replace it with glass. I think I'm actually going to use glass. But over here, I placed a solid block, but you're not supposed to place a solid block. You need to place a slab there, so then you can get all the experience. So me, I'm going to make it out of glass, because I just like the way, like, when you can see it through. Now, from this point, you want to go 16 more blocks in the air. So here's 1, and then you want to go 16 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, 16. And now you want to do that all around. Now, before we do anything up there, let's make the collection system. Okay, so you want to go to the side of it, and as you can see, this block under, you want to just go 1 block here in, and as you can see over here, this is where the trident killer is. Okay, now you want to place 2 blocks like this, 1 over there, place a hopper like that, break all of these 3 blocks, then place a rail like that, a minecart with hopper on top of that rail, and try to break that rail, and then surround the minecart with hopper with solid blocks. Then you want to take your chests, place a double chest just like this if I'm able to do it, and then you can just make another double chest like that if you want. And then down here, you can just make like a little platform over here if you want. So yeah, that's a pretty nice platform. So then when you're done AFKing, you can just, from up there, you can fall down here, and all the gunpowder will be in these chests. After you're done with that, you need to break back into here, replace that hole with a solid block, and throw trident back in there because you probably picked it up when you were making the hole. And then you just want to cover that back up. Okay, now you want to go 7 blocks in each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like that, you have kind of a 7 by 7 block long little like thing, whatever it's called. And now you want to fill in everything with glass. And also guys, this has to be glass or else drowns will spawn and fall into your trident killer. Okay, and before we move on, I may have made a mistake. I said you need to go 16 up by the first layer, so it had to be 17 in total. Actually, it needs to be 18 in total, so sorry for that. Anyways, now you want to go a block higher and you want to go 7 blocks again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now you have this little thing. So each of these little lines are supposed to be 7 long. And now you want to make a giant square like this. Okay, and now you want to go 1 block higher and make a ring just around that one. And this ring only needs to be 1 block wide. Then you want to go higher again and make another 1 block wide ring around it, but this one now will need to be 2 blocks tall. Okay, now you want to go to every single of the corners and place 3 blocks like that, and do that on all 4 corners. Then you want to get your water buckets out, place 1 water on all 4 of these corners. Now that you're done with that, you can break these 2 glass blocks, but not the middle one. Okay, and now you can just place water everywhere around this on this layer over here. Not this, not over here on top, but on this one. And if done correctly, it should flow all the way here and right under this. And now when the creepers fall down here, they're going to go there and they're going to be 1 hit from the trident. Okay, now you want to go 1 block in and higher, and you want to just make a little ring around following the glass border. Okay, so now what you want to do is make an empty locator map. Make the map, and you want to go to the northwest corner, which for me is there because there's north and there's west, if you can see on the map. Place a block over there, and then you want to go to the southwest also. Place a block there, over here, and you want to make this line 1 block thicker, going from the northwest to the southwest corner. And this will be for every single layer, so each layer, by the way, each creeper spawning layer will need to be exactly the same. And also guys, each of these spawning layers is made by Oink Oink. So yeah, go subscribe to him. He's the one who designed these creeper spawning layers. Then you want to go to one corner and make a 2 block high fence wall all around this. But do not place blocks on this because this is actually part of the spawning layer. Okay, now that you are done with that, you want to go to the corner where there's the 2 block or the 1 block more or thicker on the side. And you want to place a block over there, skip 1, a block there, skip, and do that on every other block. Okay, now you want to go on this block here and you want to make just another line like this. And then instead of making the hole over here like exactly symmetrical, you want to make the hole one to the side. So you want to place a block there and make the hole over here. Same thing, so then you want to place another block there, like this. And then it should come right over here. And then you want to do the same thing, just another line like this. This is what it should look like when you did the first 2 little lines of holes. Now you want to follow this pattern all the way around. So now you want to do 1 there, a block there, a block there, a block there, all on this little line. And then like always, a line like this. And then you want to follow that pattern all the way over here until you hit this wall. Okay, and when you are done, it should look something like this. So again, guys, it's not a hole and a hole symmetrical. It's kind of like always 1 more there and then another one a little bit more to the right and another one to the left. So yeah. Then you want to go to the line that's a little extended and you want to get your trapdoors out. So in every single one of these holes, you want to place a trapdoor and close it like this. And trapdoors act as full blocks for creepers, for any mob actually, so they'll just fall through it and go right into the kill chamber. Okay, when you're done with this, it should look something like this. And now, you actually did not need to place the trapdoors in this direction, but it would be easier because then while facing this one outer thing, you can actually just place a button right in front of the trapdoor, with the hole with the trapdoor. So it's easier, it's just easier. So yeah, you just need to place a button right in front of the trapdoor with the hole. And do that all around. Okay, now when you are done with this, all you need to do is do the same cobblestone or solid block pattern that you just did under it. Okay, now that you have done the exact same thing as you have under, you want to go back down here and above every single block that doesn't have a button or a trapdoor, or a hole with trapdoor, you want to place a trapdoor above it. So basically the pattern, it has a pattern. So you start with over like at any corner really, and where there is 2, you want to place 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. And then when you get to the end of it, you just go diagonally, place 2 again like this, and it's kind of a pattern until the end of the thing. Okay, and congratulations, you have officially built 1 spawning layer. So now you want to build 3 more, but then you're going to build more of them, but there are going to be a few modifications. So now just build 3 more of these. Okay, now that you have done 3 more, so you got 1 and then 1, 2, 3 more, and then also the top, the roof of it with the buttons on top. I forgot to mention that, you also need to do that. It's the same thing, same as every single layer. And also, I forgot to mention the trapdoors need to be facing the same way, because or else if they fall, they'll just get stuck. So yeah, just the same roof and the buttons on top, and then you also want to make this fence another 2 blocks tall. Okay, now you just want to make a ring just around it like this. Okay, now this is optional. If you want, you can make 1 more layer if you want. Remember, like I said in the beginning of that video, that a little bit of that thing of that space on top of spawning area. But I wouldn't do it if I were you guys. It's just too many materials more, and it's just for a tiny bit of more rates. But anyways, now instead of doing this all with solid blocks, this entire spawning layer, you want to do it with ice. Yes, ice. And you don't want torches next to it because then it's gonna melt. So no torches. This is very important. You can't have torches, and you can't build this in over a sand biome. This is supposed to be over an ocean. So yeah, just build, instead of cobblestone or solid block, just build it with ice. Alright, and when you are done with this, basically it's exactly the same thing, just with ice. Like the 2 trapdoors under the ice, right on top of the solid blocks, which don't have any buttons on them. And now you want to make the 2 block tall thing with the fence. Okay, now you want to make a solid block ring right on top of the fence. And now in between this, you can just fill in the entire thing with ice. You don't need to make these little holes, you just want to fill in the entire thing. Alright, when you're done with this, you just want to go back in here and you want to do the same thing. You want to, where there are no buttons or trapdoors, you just want to place 2 trapdoors right there like that. And this is going to be the same thing like the layers under it. Okay, now that you are done with this, as you can see, you can kind of see through it. There are the trapdoors right where there are no blocks or buttons on the ice under it. Okay, so now you want to go to each side or each corner and go 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And do that on each corner. Okay, now it looks like something like this. And then you basically just want to make a square around it. Okay, now that you have filled all of this, you want to take buttons or slabs. I'm just going to use buttons, but you can use slabs, and you just want to spawn proof every single one of these blocks on top. Okay, and once you are done with that, that is literally it. You have a giant creeper farm. Now, in my world, I kind of made a mistake. I didn't know about the Sim 4. I didn't know what it was, but I didn't know how small it actually was, so I just made it so big, and it kind of half the farm is sort of useless. So you can make 1 more layer, but it's really not worth it. Okay, so now if you want to use this farm, you just need to flick this lever, AFK over here, and you want a looting 3 sword, so you can actually, the looting 3 effect will be applied to the trident, and then creepers should start falling down. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there's one who's about to fall down, and then he's supposed to be killed over here. like that. As you can see, a creeper just fell down, and now you're gonna be getting a bunch of gunpowder. Alright, so I'm gonna start the timer, and let's see how much we get in 10 minutes. Alright guys, so my timer just went off. Let me just kill these two last ones and switch back to peaceful. Alright, so let's see how much we got in only 10 minutes of AFKing at this farm. Wow, that's like 4 stacks and a half in 10 minutes. So that is about 27 stacks per hour of gunpowder. So this farm, as you can see, it's pretty good. The rates of it is pretty good. And actually, I can show you a little thing. If you do the same thing like this with the little guy here where you're supposed to really AFK and the spawning spheres, what you can also do is kind of make this a little bigger, like extend these to the side over here. Then you're also going to need to make the water collection system or the water like flowing system a little bigger too on each side, which will even boost the rates even more, which is pretty good. And you can also make an extra layer to make use of this little space over here. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed making that simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock creeper farm. Again, 27 stacks per hour, that are really good rates for a creeper only farm in Bedrock Edition. And again, this is only for Bedrock, not for Java. I mean, I don't think it's for Java. So yeah, again, don't be shy to let me know in the comments what other farm you want. A lot of people wanted me to make a raid farm, gold farm and stuff, mob farm. I'm gonna try to be making them. So yeah, subscribe if you don't want to miss those. Like if you like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.